My charming and fair-minded Libra friend, hello and welcome. My name is Mina, and I'm here to offer you a 3-card reading exploring the themes of you, your path, and your potential. I invite you to consider what the reading reveals about possible challenges, opportunities, and personal growth for the week ahead. Take a deep breath, rest your mind, and let's see what the cards have to share with you today. A Libra, you may feel a magnetic tension humming just beneath your calm exterior this week. There's a subtle urgency, a sense that certain parts of you are stirring restlessly, waiting for a moment to break through. Perhaps you've noticed how often you pause before acting, weighing possibility against risk, sensing eyes on you even when you're alone. There's a gentle ache in wanting to move forward, but also wanting to stay where things are familiar and understood. Even in your quietest moments, there's a restless flicker. What if this is the week something actually changes? That question lingers, neither hopeful nor anxious, just present, quietly shaping every small decision and every breath. You're not alone in feeling this. It's as if you're standing on the edge of a pool, toes curled over the lip, watching the water shimmer with light. The anticipation isn't loud, but it's real. Each conversation, each glance, each silence carries a different weight now, as if something new is about to begin. Deep down, you may sense a need to create or express, but the unspoken question, is it the right time, softly echoes. This is the tension that colors your week, the quiet pressure of wanting to ignite something but not yet knowing what will catch flame. The Ace of Wands appears in this space, not as a blaring trumpet, but like the gentle warmth at the first touch of sunrise. You might find yourself drawn to new ideas, feeling embers of curiosity spark where before there was only routine. There's a subtle energy gathering behind your words, a pulse that's both creative and slightly impatient. It isn't about grand gestures or declarations. Instead, it's the small moments, a smile in the mirror that lingers longer than usual, a sentence you almost say but keep to yourself, a feeling of possibility that hovers when you wake. This inner state is alive. It's not shouting for attention, but it's present in your body and your awareness. Maybe you notice your hands itching to write, draw, move, or reach out, or you suddenly feel the urge to reorganize your space or try something for the first time in months. Beneath it all, there's a current of hope, even if you can't name what you're hoping for yet. There's an unspoken tension between comfort and the need to shake things up, like standing in a room you've outgrown, still loving it but knowing you can't stay forever. Even when you try to settle back into the old patterns, the desire for newness gently tugs at you. It's a restless kind of readiness, not quite urgency, but more than idle curiosity. You sense that you're on the verge of something, even if you don't know what it is. The Ace of Wands in you is the part that won't let you settle for less aliveness, even when comfort is seductive. It's the small fire that keeps you moving, questioning and quietly daring to imagine more. When this inner spark gathers, it inevitably seeks a way out. The quiet energy can only sit beneath the surface for so long before it asks for action, for movement. As you feel the pressure build, you start to notice opportunities, some obvious, some subtle, nudging you to respond. The world around you seems to shift just a bit, making room for a new kind of momentum. This is where your path begins to unfold, animated by the restlessness you've been carrying inside. The Fool steps onto your path not as a reckless leap, but as a gentle invitation to trust the unknown. The days may bring a series of small disruptions, a conversation that doesn't go as planned, an unexpected invitation, a moment where you have to choose between the safe option and the one that makes your heart race. There's movement now, a new rhythm that asks you to let go of old certainties, even if just for a moment. You may feel pulled in more than one direction, as if the world is asking you to step outside your usual roles and try on something unfamiliar. The pressure isn't overwhelming, but it's persistent, a tap on the shoulder, a sense of being watched over by possibility itself. Sometimes the friction comes as self-doubt. Is it foolish to want more? Is it risky to say yes before you know the whole story? At other times, the momentum feels like relief, a chance to breathe fresh air after a long winter indoors. As your week unfolds, you might sense the difference between acting out of habit and acting out of genuine curiosity. The fool in your path isn't about abandoning what matters to you, but about loosening your grip on expectations. There's a certain freedom in not knowing exactly where you're headed. Even when you feel unsteady, the ground beneath you supports each step. The world may not give you clear signs, but it offers gentle nudges, coincidences, and the encouragement of friends or strangers. Friction arises when you try to control too much, but momentum grows when you let yourself move, even a little, into new territory. Potential is never automatic. It opens up only when you meet these moments with awareness, when you let the spark inside you guide your choices rather than your fears. The path you're on isn't fixed. It responds to every small risk you take, every time you trust your own readiness. What becomes possible is shaped not by chance, but by the way you show up for yourself, especially when the outcome is uncertain. If you approach this unfolding with presence and openness, something shifts. The Knight of Cups moves into view not as a promise but as an authentic invitation. There's a new quality to your energy now, a willingness to lead with your heart, to let your feelings be seen and shared. This isn't about grand confessions or sweeping emotions. It's the everyday courage of saying what you mean, of letting someone know how you really feel, or of allowing your creativity to flow without judgment. Growth here takes the shape of gentle boldness. You may find yourself more attuned to beauty, more willing to appreciate the subtle gifts of the week. The Knight of Cups offers a way of moving that is honest and tender, even when vulnerability feels risky. You notice that when you allow your feelings to guide you rather than holding back or overthinking, you feel more connected to yourself and to those around you. Possibility appears not as an escape from where you are, but as a deepening of presence, an ability to be in the moment, to respond with both feeling and integrity. If you meet the week's invitations with this kind of gentle courage, new connections can form, not just with others but within yourself. The growth available isn't about achieving something specific, but about allowing your inner life to be expressed in the world. It's an invitation to trust the part of you that wants to care, to connect, and to create, even if you don't know where it will lead. This is how the spark becomes a guiding light, not through certainty, but through living each day with a little more heart. The week, then, is a quiet journey from restlessness to readiness to real connection. The Ace of Wands stirs in your chest, reminding you that you're not meant to stay still forever. The Fool helps you find your footing in the unknown, encouraging you to soften your grip and let a little more curiosity in. The Knight of Cups finally invites you to lead with feeling, turning small risks into moments of meaning. It's not about transforming overnight or finding all the answers. Instead, it's about noticing the spark, letting it move you toward new experiences, and allowing your heart to be involved in every step. By week's end, you may realize that the tension you carried was not a sign of something missing, but a signal that you were ready for something more. There's reassurance in knowing that you can move at your own pace, that each gentle risk is enough. The world meets you where you are, and your willingness to respond is what brings new chapters into being. When the week feels uncertain, remember that your spark is trustworthy and your feelings are valid. The balance you seek is not about staying the same, but about letting yourself grow in the ways that feel most true. Actionable insights for Libra this week. If uncertainty feels heavy, try letting curiosity lead just one conversation. See how it feels to share one small hope with someone you trust. Allow yourself to notice beauty in the midst of your routine. Spoken word affirmations to repeat aloud for a more positive mindset. I notice the spark inside me. I am ready for a little more aliveness. I let my feelings move me gently forward this week. I trust my own heart. And now, dear friend, I thank you for giving me your time. I truly hope I have given you something helpful in return. Goodbye and good luck until next time.